Welcome everyone. We're at the Tualatin Commons in beautiful downtown Tualatin. So glad you're with us on Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. My next guest had no political aspirations, has 3 kids of her own, and was the black sheep of her family. So what is she doing? Well, she's a politician. Please welcome Julie Parrish, State Representative.
Hi,
Thanks
how are
for
you?
being with
Good
us.
to see you.
Now, when you say you were the black sheep of your family, what does that mean?
I am the second to the oldest of 8 kids. I'm the only one who went to college, graduated college. Only one who didn't have babies early. Only one who didn't, well, we've had some folks who've gotten into trouble in our family, and
Well, I'm going to say this. You're passionate about prison reform.
Yes.
Because you've dealt with it on a personal level.
I have dealt with it on a personal level. So I've got a couple siblings who have struggled in and out of jail. I have a sister who last session, while we were actually in session, I'm on the way to the Capitol and I get a call from the coroner in Multnomah County and, hey, we've got your sister here. So she died of a heroin addiction. She'd been in and out of jail. She'd been booked at least, over 30 times that I know of. Low-level offender, but in and out of the system, and we have a lot of those people, so I'd like to fix that.
You grew up much of your life homeless.
Yep. You
come from this background where no one had the education, drugs. How did you pull through?
Well, I'm a firm believer in education, and I went on and got a bachelor's degree from Southern. I got an MBA from Merrillhurst. I think education, whether it's career technology education, traditional 4-year school, it is a path to success. It is a pathway. It's one of many. You can certainly go and start your own business and bootstrap yourself, but having a framework of some level of education or skills is a pathway to success.
Did you have a mentor? Or was it you that decided?
It was really
me.
We moved around a lot. By the time I was 30, I'd moved 30 times in 30 years. I was born in Oregon, raised here most of my life, but we moved up to Washington, we moved to Colorado. We were constantly in the move, in and out of shelters, in and out of, rental places that the rent didn't get paid all the time. So it gives me a different lens to look at the legislature. It gives me a lens to look at people's problems and how do we solve them. And when we talk about social services and we talk about some of these other big questions and funding and things, there's other ways to get there and solve them. And as someone who's been a recipient of some of those services, I think some of them are broken and they need fixing.
So you are the youngest female legislator.
Yes.
And you were passionate about prison reform. Tell me what you hope to do as a legislator, because you had no political ambition or aspirations, but now that you do and you've seen the inner workings, what do you want to do? What do you want to come away with?
Well, I think the big thing right now is certainly, we're a state where we have 170,000 people on unemployment. So we have got to find ways to put people back to work, because when we are working, we have the other things that we care about. So as a mom with 3 kids, one of the reasons I ran is in the year that I ran in 2010, so I'm just finishing the freshman term, our school cut 15 calendar days for teachers, 9 of them academic days for our children. So as somebody who cares about education, if we're not making sure that we are solving a full school year, if we are not making sure that families don't have options, if they don't have options, I've got 3 kids. They're all very different on the education scale. One of them's on an IEP, an individualized education plan. One of them is just kind of middle of the road, and the other one's talented and gifted, and I put them all in the same box every day and expect the same results. That's not working for Oregon's families, for America's families, really. So that's one of the reasons I ran.
And you're a small business owner as well, so you really don't do much. You just sit around and watch the world go by. Julie, I hope I can say this. We need more people like you in the legislature, and I know you'll get done what you want to get done.
Thank you.
We appreciate you joining us on Comcast Newsmakers. And we'd like to thank you for being here as well. From Tualatin Commons, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day, everyone.